Hey guys, it's Archie Luxury, and you are on the Archie Luxury live stream. I'm back. I'm back. Yes, I'm back here, and I got to tell you, it was a bit of a trip getting here. Let me say that much. It was a bit on the difficult side, but it's all okay. We're here. I'm back here, broadcasting. What can I say? I had a really tough time. Okay. I had a really tough time before. And, it was one of these things. Guys, it was tough. It was hard. I just been feeling really a bit on the shitty side, a bit down. And it's a long story, a long, long story. Basically, this year, my nose is red, isn't it? What the hell's happened? I got a bit of a cold. Sorry, guys. My nose is a bit red. It's actually quite fucking red. Anyhow. Look, guys. What can I say? I was feeling anxious, depressed. I think sometimes streaming 7 days a week isn't the best for your mental health. Not the best. And I thought, shit, I had all these travel plans, which really didn't work out. I mean, it did. It was fun to travel. It was fun to see the boys, but it didn't really, as a business, do well. So I got a HELOC and paid it all out. HELOC done. HELOC accomplished. But now, you know what, guys? Let's put a Rolex on your wrist. A Rolex on your wrist. And let's do it, big boy. Let's do the show. Do the show. So, I always love put a Rolex on the wrist. What can I say? I've had a good time. I have had an amazing time. My flight got disrupted. I left Brisbane and then the plane got called back because the wiper wasn't working, the window wiper for the pilot. He said, "Oh, it's raining. I need my window wipers to work." I don't know. I don't know if you really do need the window wipers. Anyhow, it is what it is, And then I was late getting onto the next flight, so they cancelled it and they put me on another flight, which, it is what it is. It is what it is. So, what can I say? What can I say indeed? It has been, what can I say? It has been, that's what's happened. Now, people were saying to me, "Why didn't you go to America, Arch? Why didn't you go to America?" And you know what? They got every right to ask the question. And I got every right to answer it. And the answer is, fuck, it's expensive. It's not just a little bit expensive. It's really fucking expensive. And, I got to tell you, Tan is the man. I just feel guilty with him dipping in and putting in. Oh, I don't like to just, I don't want to take it, it is what it is. I didn't want to take advantage of the zeal. So that's the reason. That's the reason. And I mean, America itself, it's a horrible 20-hour flight for me. And then the accommodation is dear. It's really dear. And I don't have the budget for it anymore, guys. I did a few stupid things. I went to Dubai. That really didn't pay its way. I went to Dubai. I went to Dubai. I went to the Bangkok trip for Lux's wedding. That wasn't successful. I don't think so. So there we go. I'm back broadcasting. So that's the story. That is absolutely the story. And it's that's the reasons. And I mean, if you want to ask me any questions, please do so. But it's really good to be back here broadcasting. I like it. I try my best. Doesn't always work. Doesn't always work, guys. You know this. But now let's get some super chats. Let's get some guests on here. Let's get some guests, because the guests is what runs the show. It gives it the flow, see? Let's get some guests on here. We'll see if we can get some guests. Get some guests here. We like to have the guests on our stream. Let's get some. Let's see what we're up to today. What's happening in the world? What's happening today? You know, I had a great day. I had a great day. Yesterday I had a great day. I went and visited the Lange boots. Sorry, the Breguet. Yeah, that's the brand we love, because that's the brand. We got some good people in the crowd there. We got good people. Thank you. Thank you. It's going great. So look, guys, I want to say to you, you know, I am actually really happy to be doing the shows. I want to have a little bit of a time off, a bit of a break. It's been a lot. I had a lot of shit to process. This is the first night I haven't had horrible, bad dreams. So it's been pretty enjoyable. We got a super chat from Big Tony. Big Tony, $2. Thank you. And this is an espresso. This is a premium Nespresso. And he says, $2. Coffee is for closers. Are you a closer? That's a nice coffee. It's beautiful. Look at this beautiful cup here. That was a beautiful coffee. Absolutely gorgeous. How could you go wrong with that? I don't think you can go wrong. Beautiful coffee. That was lovely. We got more super chats. Look at this. This is fantastic, guys. We got more Coke. We got Andreas, $5. Archie, going to New York is like paying union dues. I have paid my dues for decades. Not seeing tan here. Boy, you fucked up. Hey. What can I do? What can I do? You know what? It is what it is, guys. Tan has always been a great supporter. He's supported me so much. He's a great friend. Tan's fine. I don't understand. I don't understand anything. It is what it is. I try my best. Let's see if I, sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. You know that? Sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. And that is how it is. That is how it is. I mean, got some great people. You try your best. That's all you can do. I mean, hey, I don't know what else I can say there. It is what it is. It is what it is. Look, I love the Zeal. The Zeal has done more for me than anybody. He's a great guy. If I pissed him off, I'm sorry. I don't think I have pissed him off. He's very cool. I don't think it's a problem, okay? I don't think it's a problem. If it is a problem, I hope he tells me, okay? Going to New York, it's paying your dues. Let me say this to you. Let's just clarify it. I don't have the JJ pizza meal deal to go to. JJ did a wonderful networking event. He invited people. He organized it, right? That was a beautiful event. Now, he's not on Team Archie anymore. Would he? So he's not going to organize anything. So what do? I go there with my tail between my legs and I meet a dozen people, and it's cost me a fortune, an absolute fucking fortune. Do you understand that? Okay? That's the problem. Is that what I do? So let's have a look there. The airfare itself, right, to get from Hong Kong, because that'd be $1,800 Aussie. Accommodation, I'm looking at minimum 500 a night. I'd stay 5 nights. That's 2,500. I got Uber to the airport and back. That's going to be another 300 Aussie. I've got tickets because I don't have, tickets I'd have to buy, watch time tickets. That'd probably be another $100, 2 days events. And then I got a few meals, etc. So I reckon add another 100. Oh, let's put $200 there. It doesn't bring in the cash. Okay, I'm just telling you honestly, it's not. It doesn't bring it in. It doesn't bring it in. It's not bringing in the bucks. Okay, it doesn't bring it in. So I'm cutting that all out now. The only trip I got next is maybe I go to Japan because I'm going to take some family there. But that is it, man. Travel is over. Expensive travel is over. Cheap. We got another super chat. This is a super chat from Will Money, $5. Arch, what are your thoughts on a pre-owned Breguet Classic 5140 in white gold? I want to be a bargain shopper, big boy. I went to the boutique yesterday. I got a new strap from Breguet, and Beautifully done. Beautiful strap here. And you asked me the question there, what is my thought? I love Breguet. I think Breguet is a amazing brand. Does it get better than Breguet? I don't fucking think so. I don't think it does get better. They got some really fucking cool pieces. Breguet 5140. Let's have a look at this fucking baby. You know what? I love them. I really do. And the thing I like about these type of Breguet is it's you know what? In some ways there, I could easily go Breguet, pre-owned. I could build a Breguet collection. You know, I fucking want to do it. If I had the balls, right? If I had the balls to do it, if I had the balls to do it, I think these fucking things here. So these retail for about 18,000 US dollars. Well, secondhand, they fucking tank. They tank. Okay. This article I'm going to bring up is a couple years old. Look at this. This is an article. Breguet Classic 540 watch with enamel dial. Look at that. Fuck. Look at that. Seriously. Look at this. Look at this watch on the screen here. Look at this. Fuck. Okay, this is a yellow gold one, but you get what I'm saying, man. How the fuck could you not love it? Look at that. Fuck. I'd love to fucking sell up everything I got and just get Breguets. Actually, I think I'd keep a few Rolex, and some Breguets. Look at that. Fuck me dead. Look at that. And I love the hands and the enamel dial. Look at coin edging. Look at the fucking hands on that there. Look at that. That's fucking gorgeous. Will money. It's stunning. It's stunning. Rich Mitch, $2, £2. Some time off would do you the world of good. Yeah, it actually, I had 2 days, so I haven't worked for 2 days. I went on Luxie's morning stream, which is actually nighttime yesterday for me. And I got to tell you, it was really nice. I don't know why I got the fucking headphones on. Headphones on when there's no one else, and I'm here by myself. Yeah. Come on, guys, jump on. See, this is when I need Eddie. Irix guy, jump on. Irix, I would love to talk to you. Please jump on. Irix guy, I'd love to have you on because we can talk IT. I can talk about the business downturn. Come on, jump on. I would love to talk to you. I'd love to have Irix. He's actually a really nice guy. I like him. I like him a lot. He's a lovely guy. I try my best. Irix guy. SD43. Thank you, SD43. We love you too. He's cool. Some time off would be great. You betcha. I may in 30 minutes. Okay, Irix, I'm sinking. I'm in quicksand. I'm sinking. Jump on. Please do that. So let's have a look here. I went to Breguet yesterday, and look, of course they love my Breguet because they're not going to say it's shit, are they? Hey? They're not going to say, but I really did enjoy. There we go. Look at that. That's my Breguet there. So I got a new strap for it here, new straps. I didn't fit the new ones because the old ones have got a bit of life left in them, but I'd like to have a set of new straps because this is an obsolete model. And I'm actually going to wear this on my birthday. Do you wear a special watch on your birthday? What do you do on your birthday? What do you do on your birthday? Tell me this. Do you wear a special watch? That's a good question. What do you wear on your birthday? It's the 12th today. And the time is, fuck, it's only early in the morning. It is 9 past 7. There we go. Just going to set the date on this watch here. There we go. I really love the Breguet. Amazing bang per buck. Amazing bang per buck. And yeah, it's a beautiful watch. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I really enjoy the Breguet. I think it's a great watch to just wear and enjoy. I love it. I absolutely do love it. And I went to see him yesterday, and they were fucking cool. They were really cool. I had a good time. I had a good time. I did. I had a really good time. So, went to saw the Breguet store. I saw that new Breguet. The Type 20. I saw it. It was beautiful. I actually really liked it. I really liked it. We got another super chat, and I thank you for the super chats. Here we go. Rich Mitch, £2. Tell us the story of how you got the Breguet. Oh, okay. So what happened was I was looking for this watch it was exactly 12 months ago. 12 months ago. And I went to New York, okay? And I wanted to get a simple Rolex. I wanted to get a 39 mil, or if I could get a new 40 mil Explorer 1. And I got to be totally honest with you. As far as the watches go, I had a great time. I went to New York, and I just wanted something. I thought, you know what? I got a few watches. I wanted something simple and to the point. That's what I wanted. And it's one of these things. I was all set. You know what I mean? I was all set to get an Explorer 1. And you know what happened? I'll tell you what happened. Okay, so I went to New York, and Hofmeister almost organized an Explorer 1, but it just wasn't right. There was that dealer, the dealer who my friends deal with, Rich. He had one, but I didn't have the currency. I had to put it on a credit card. It was just tricky. It just didn't work out. So I went back to Oz, and I said to my good friend Dave, I want an Explorer 1. He said, yep, okay, I'll start looking for you. He says, hey, I've located a Breguet Type 20 in steel. And I saw the pics. It was actually a nice watch. It was about 7 Australian, okay, 7,000 Aussie. And I thought, that's not terribly bad. And then he comes back to me a week later and says, Arch, I got a solid gold Breguet Type 21. It's naked, but really nice. Box, with box, 13 Aussie. And I thought, fuck, that is so cheap. It lured me in. It lured me in. And that's the reason I got the solid gold Breguet 12 months ago. 12 years, just after I came back from America. So I came back late October, and I think I flew down in January. I flew down in January. Yeah, that's what happened. So it is what it is, you know. Some nasty super chatters there. Yeah, I had a good sleep, actually. I must say, T-dubs, I had a really good sleep. And yeah, I did. Thank you. Thank you. So that's exactly what happened. Mr. Zoso, what's he say? Mr. Zoso says, yes. He goes, yep, SD43. If I go this year, I will be on time. I owe it to Tan and others who are going out of their way to be there. You betcha. It's it is what it is. You know what I'm saying, don't you? It is it is what it is. You know, what can I say? What can I say, you know? What can I say? What can I do? I don't know. It is all, I don't know what you can say or do, really. It's, you can only try your best. That's it. That's it. That's all you can do. And, I mean, sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. That's just how it is. You have people who come, people who don't. That's basically it. That's the way it goes. And yeah. We've got a super chat here from Rich Mitch, £2. I get so much joy from my Black Bay 58 on an OEM strap. Yeah, I got to tell you, mucking around with straps to that is a great way to go. Why not? Why not do that? That's a great way to go. Cool. Why not? You betcha. You betcha. Why not? We got we got a member chat, Mr. Zoso. We got Mike the Snake joining me. Hello, Mr. Snake. Hello,
Hey,
Mr.
Archie.
Snake. How are you?
I'm good. I have to apologize. It's been hard to find you. Yeah, because I look. The last maybe couple of days, you were on at different times or something. And I
Yeah, look,
was
I actually, what happened was, Mikey, yesterday I didn't work.
okay. Okay.
I was
And there
tired.
was one day when Lux was doing it, and I think he ended the show early or something.
Yeah, it bombed. It stank, Mikey.
Yeah, yeah. No,
They were all saying, "Oh, Lux, you
yeah,
enabled him to not go to New York." They're all angry I'm not going to New York, right? And I got to tell
yeah.
you this, Mikey. Mikey, I want to tell you this honestly, right? New York is so fucking expensive. Okay, I
Oh
don't
yeah.
say that like, and they said, "Oh, we were trying to fundraise. We're trying to get this." You know what, guys? Okay, I don't want to be an asshole. Okay, Mikey. Okay, I don't want to be the guy who comes out, to test drive your car and then he tells you 50 million things that are wrong with it. Okay, I
Yeah.
don't like
Yeah.
that.
People that
You
show
know
up
what
and
I mean?
tell you what's wrong with your car that you already know.
You know, they just really piss you off. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Grinders.
So this US trip would cost me at least 5,000 Australian dollars. That's for accommodation, air ticket, Uber to the airports. That's minimum.
Yeah,
That's before.
I crunched American numbers and came up with a minimum of about 4,000 for me to go across the country. That's what I'd need to be able to pull it all off, order tickets and rooms, book rooms, and know I have enough in my pocket for food and um,
Now the thing is, Mike, I got to tell you this, right? I love New York. New York is one of the greatest cities in the world. Okay,
okay, I believe it.
I would love to. I would really, you know what I would love to do? I would love to come for 3 weeks. Bit of New York. I'd go to Chicago. I would go. I might even go to Oklahoma to see. I want to see Clyde. Okay, I do. I want to see him. He's cool, right? But the problem is, Mike, the Aussie dollar is slaughtered against the US.
Oh yeah, I
Okay,
know. I know. I feel for you, Archie.
okay, Aussie dollar. I'm just telling you, this is the reality, right?
No, I mean I feel when I hear you guys do the conversions, I'm just like, ouch. Yeah,
Ouch.
it's fucking
Yeah.
yeah. I
In the 70s, the Aussie
feel your
dollar was
pain.
stronger than the US. I don't know if you know that.
Say it again.
In the 70s, the Aussie dollar was stronger than the US.
Oh yeah, I believe that easily. I mean, it was a point where the pound was like $2 or $2 or so, I think, and the euro when they introduced the euro, that like spun everything all out, and so the
Exactly.
American dollar like its value bounced up and down. I remember when gold was 200 an ounce. You
Now, let
know,
me say this to you, Mikey. I actually have really enjoyed having 2 days where I didn't do a show because I've just been
I think you
the
need it,
mental
Arch.
health.
Yeah,
Sorry? The mental
I think
health. I got to
you
be
need
honest
it.
with you. I got a super chat. Let me catch up on this super chat here. We got a super chat here. This is from Rich Mitch, £2. It's about what brings you joy. You love the Bregster. You know what? I really do. I've got a new strap for that, Mikey.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you turn your camera back on, Mikey. I like seeing you, Mikey. Turn your
Uh,
keep. Come on, Mikey.
give me just a minute here.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
okay.
changing my underwear.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Okay, it's
There you go.
Mike. I got
Ta-da!
to tell you something. What you got to realize is sometimes is on these streams, like you've been caught up in it yourself. These people, they just like hassling you for the most stupid reasons. You come on the stream and you divulge a little bit of information, right?
Oh yeah.
Often accidentally. And
Yep.
then these guys, there's no forgiving. They just tear you to shreds, right?
Absolutely.
And I got to be honest with you, that's kind of fun, but it kind of wears you fucking down.
Well, Archie, I've been with you now for 5 years, let's say 4 years.
Mike,
And,
I consider you a really good friend. I met you in real life,
yeah.
right? And I really do love you. Speaking of people I really do love, we've got the world's greatest dog trainer.
Speaking of love, Mike.
Mark.
Gentlemen, Mike, Archie. How are
Hey,
we?
how are you? And speaking of a little bit of fantasy, we got the Narc joining us. Hey, Narky Poo, how are you?
Wait. I was drinking my coffee. My dog was having a drink of water. Mark the Snake says, I'm changing my underwear. My dog spits its water out of its mouth. I spit my coffee out of my mouth. What the fuck, Mark? Changing your underwear?
I was just filling up time with words. That's all.
You're a wordsmith.
You wordsmith. You
okay.
wordsmith.
Thank you.
Arch, I have to say, Arch, when you first came on, okay, this guy's got the post-coital glow. Did you have some pussy today?
No. Can you turn the camera
jealous.
on? Let's have a look at you.
Narc hasn't had
You're glowing. You're glowing.
Narc
Post-coital glow.
Narc hasn't had CODIS since '87.
Look at him. Look at that. That face just had some pussy. Look at him. Come on. Look at him, Mark.
He
Pussy and food. Pussy and food.
He looks relaxed. Either he got some or he had a fried pork bun. I'm not.
No, he had some. Look at him. Look at him.
You're talking about me? You talking about me?
No.
Okay.
Mike, it's always about Mark the Snake.
That guy.
This is a guy. Mark the Snake has gone through life.
That guy up there. Yeah, no, he's
Mark Goldberg. Let me ask you something, right?
I see the glow now you're talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
Post-coital glow.
Well,
Mark the Snake.
Either that or jet lag.
Coital glow. That's a good,
yes.
That's a great term, man. What a term.
Yeah, see, Mark the Snake. We all can't go stay through life relying on good luck.
Full panel, we're providing great entertainment. Do you see that, Narc?
I don't know about great entertainment. I don't know about great entertainment.
Narky, when is the last time you got some? Just
I can't remember. I'm gonna travel. I'm gonna travel to Hong Kong to get some too.
That's why you're so angry, I think.
Yeah, maybe I'm gonna get a second wife. I retract that. It's retracted.
I think that's why you give. That's why you give Mike such a hard time, because he's a pussy magnet and you're an incel.
No, look at Archie. Archie is the ultimate alpha male.
Well,
right?
You know,
his wife goes, "Where you going?" "I'm going to Hong Kong." "What are you going to do about it?" Right, "What are you going to do about it?" "What are you doing in Hong Kong?" "I'm going to visit my second wife." "What are you going to do about it?" "I'm not even a Muslim." He's the ultimate alpha male.
Narky, what watch are you wearing today? What are you wearing?
Oh, no deflecting here.
Whoa, Archie pulling a Schwarzkopf over there. Archie with the Schwarzkopf.
I love Archie. Look at him.
Nice.
Underestimating him.
The monster. Now, Archie, are you doing that so that they don't steal them, or like why are you wearing them both?
No, I just wound this one up, right?
Yeah.
And I thought I'd just wear it, right? But it's this Submariner. Can I say this to you? It brings me good luck. The bluesy brings me luck.
Does it bring you happiness?
The Breguet.
Does it bring you happiness? I've got to go now. Mark Goldberg, can I just ask you something, right? Can you clear this up, right? Archie's gone to Hong Kong for some pussy. Well, you're going to visit Greg Davis. Were you going to visit Greg Davis?
No, you're laughing at your own jokes. I don't get it.
Were you going to hook up with Greg Davis?
Narky, how about
You're
you?
like
Who
the dangerous guys, don't you?
I think we just let him go. You know, sometimes with Nark, he just pushes the envelope. Is that funny?
No. In fact, he sounds like the Joker. Just like,
Yeah.
Anyway.
Sirocco hated him, don't you?
Well, I could understand why. Sirocco was a man of good taste. I mean, look at the vehicles, look at the yacht, the boat he had. That was a guy who. It's a shame that his life was cut short like that. Honestly, it was, because he was enjoying himself so much.
Rough trade.
You know that?
Yes, I know. Yeah, and Jerick says rough trade.
Okay.
You
Narky,
know what that
thank
means.
you for coming on. Narky,
Thank
you gave
you.
us
It's a
the
pleasure.
pep we needed. Thank you so much.
Greg
That's
Davis,
$5.
unbelievable.
Send the
Narky,
invoice. Send the invoice.
What is Narky?
I don't know
up to?
what he is. Yeah, look. I got to tell you something, Mark.
Tell
I
me.
decided not to go to America. There's been a big backlash. Marky.
Yeah, no America, no Canada. What's the backlash?
Oh, they're just upset with me. Like that. And Luxy tried to do a show yesterday, and they just hosed him down. They said, "Oh, you enabled him not to come. He doesn't come because you enabled him."
Poor Luck. It's Luxy's fault. I mean, actually, you had bailed on America quite a while ago, and it was
Let me explain it to you, Marky.
But it was Canada.
Let me explain this.
Yes, please.
Hey, very stupid. You got to turn your camera on. I don't know who you are.
Arch, I gotta go.
No, that's okay,
do
Mikey.
something with my mom. I'll be back in just a little while.
Mikey,
Mark,
we love you. Take your time.
I really wanted to be here and hang out.
No,
with
don't
you.
take your time. Hurry back, because otherwise it's just me and you know who.
Yeah, Roger. Got it. Okay,
Roger. Over under. Roger.
Who's this guy? Who's this? Hello?
Somebody in a
Hello. Hey,
Who's this?
it's Uzi. Uzi. Hey,
Uzi, how are you, Uzi?
How's it going? Who's Greg Davis?
It doesn't matter. But anyhow, how can we help you, Uzi?
Oh, so I don't know. That's a good question. I wanted to see who that guy was who Nork was talking about. That's
let's forget.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I'm new.
It doesn't matter. Uzi, did you end up buying the watch? What watch did you end up buying?
There we go.
I just kept the old ones. Yeah.
You know what? I actually saw when I in Hong Kong, I was in the, believe it or not, I was in the bathroom, and there was this older Chinese guy who had his grandson or son with him.
Squat toilet or Western toilet?
A Western toilet.
All right.
And he was wearing a factory 36 mil day date with the lugs. The lugs had diamonds.
Are you
I got to tell
me
you, Uzi.
Wait. You checked out another gentleman in the shitter? Is that what you're trying to tell us?
And I got yes. And I got
Yeah.
to tell you, Uzi, just keep the watches you got, man. Fuck them. You know that? They're beautiful.
Yeah, I'm keeping them.
What are they? What do you got?
He's got 2-day dates. He's got 2-day dates, but they're not normal day dates. They have got factory diamonds in them. They're a different reference number.
Yeah.
Because they got factory diamonds. And
yeah.
Uzi, man, just sometimes in life, the funny thing is we always want what we don't have. We want to sell this, do that, because we get bored. But sometimes you're better off to just keep what you have.
Rotate them.
I'll take the advice of a seasoned collector as yourself, and I'll take your advice.
Because, I mean, seriously, you're going to get absolutely slaughtered. You've already been slaughtered by a few. I mean, the dealers, the problem with the dealers is your watches, I'm not trying to put them down, they're not easy sells, okay? Unless they're cheap. They're not easy sells. They're not easy sells unless they're cheap, right? And you don't want to sell.
Not the diamond one, correct. The diamond one isn't, but I have a plain one too, Archie. You keep on. I told you that 15 times though. I've got a plain day date too. It's a 18238 plain box papers and everything. It's an easy sell. The diamond one is an easy sell, but I would lose like $8,000 selling it, which I don't want to do.
Fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that.
$8,000 is a lot of money to lose in this economy.
What did you want to
It's
buy?
huge.
What did
He
you want
wants
to
to buy a
get?
solid gold root beer.
Well, just go get it.
No. I switched it. I changed it. I want to get the Guinness full gold.
Well, that's the full gold one. Well, go get it. Why do you
The
have
problem
to
is,
sell?
if you sell non-hype for hype, it's always got to pay a premium.
That's right.
You know,
But you know what though? Solid gold Guinness is probably still like a little hard to get, but you should be able to get that retail. And how is it on the secondary
They're
market?
cheaper. Hey,
Yeah.
they're cheaper non-retail. They're cheaper on the gray.
Yeah, well then that's where you should get it. Probably save you a couple thousand.
Yep.
And but
Taxes too.
Archie's right. It's a bad deal when you try and sell a non-hype watch for the hype one. In another 2 years, those Guinness will be even lower probably than they are now because they're still kind of new.
we got a super chat from Gildan, $2. Greg Davis is AC3's bestie. The serial, it was a spree killer anyhow.
Yeah.
It's a long story.
There's a
It is
difference
what it
between a
is.
spree and a serial. A serial killer is one after the other. A spree is like all at once. It's pretty
Look,
nasty stuff.
There's
the
nothing good about
reality
any
is-
of that.
Yeah, the reality is, look. I tell you this now. What you got to do is you got to buy watches that make you happy. Life is short, but
It's shorter
you've
if
got
you're.
two beautiful watches. Just
It's a
keep
lot
them,
shorter
Lucy.
if you're hanging out with Greg.
Who the fuck do you need to impress? You got your own business. You
Well,
own
actually,
your own home, don't
Those are
you?
super impressive
Yes.
watches that he has. Those are very
Man,
impressive.
what sort of car are you driving these days?
I don't have a car. I drive my work vehicles. I don't have a car.
Oh, that's perfect. You don't even have to pay for it. What's your work vehicle? You got a
I
van,
told-
haven't you?
I'm in a van right now, but the other vehicle was a Power Stroke, 6.7 Power Stroke, 2023, red,
Not a bad car.
diesel.
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 F-250.
Diesel's good.
No, it's a beast.
Diesel's very good.
I like that truck.
Those Ford Power Strokes, they're not cheap trucks, you know.
No, it was like 60 grand for like the base model.
Yeah. You got you got a 7-liter. What size engine is yours?
6.7.
Oh, okay, because they got the 7.3, don't they?
That's older. The 7.3 is older. That was the older one.
The
That was like
6.7.
Yeah, 6.7's newer.
Wow, that's it. They're a nice truck, man. They're a nice truck.
Yeah, I like.
I always love a man in a truck, to be honest with you.
Right.
I
Who you
got to tell you
texting?
something.
Who's telling you? Who's doing your narrative right now? You're texting somebody. I can hear you.
No, that's Marky. Marky's doing
hurt?
some. Marky.
No,
Yeah,
that's
that's
you.
me. I'm typing a loose tooth.
Okay.
That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, I think just hold what you got. Look, the thing is this, Mr. Goldberg, I did really well. I did a lot of travel. I did a lot of amazing shit. I put a lot of money away for a rainy day in a collection, which unfortunately was relieved of me. That's just life. That's life. I got to tell you something. I sat down with my figures, and I'm just not making money. For the last 6 months, I did many silly things which cost me a lot of money. Okay, and that's the reason I got the HELOC to pay out the cards, because I chalked up 40,000. There was some repairs on my house I had to do, but 40,000. You know what, Maki? That's Aussie dollars. It's not US.
Yeah, but it's still
I had
a
to
lot
pay
of
that.
money.
I had to pay it back. I paid it back, and you know what, Maki?
You brought your interest rate down a little bit with the HELOC versus your card, so that's not necessarily a bad thing. But you got to
But
rein
as long
in
as you
this-
don't charge the cards up again,
Again.
because if you charge them up again, it's way beyond the 8. And that's exactly why I looked at my expenses and said, "What the fuck am I doing?" And
you were listen. Here's where I think you've gotten into trouble, and that is you were doing a lot of retail therapy, Retail therapy. It's where you spend money to make yourself feel better when you don't feel good.
Actually, Uzi, I want you to listen to this. So
I'm
as
listening.
crazy as it will seem, I actually had a conversation last weekend with a friend of mine. And I said, you know what? I want to buy a PAM. And you know,
Okay.
the chemicals in your brain, Marky, I kid you not. I said, I want to add another watch. Fuck it, I'm going to use HELOC money.
You immediately got happy. Dopamine.
I-
Bing, 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 bing,
Can I?
bing,
And I
bing,
didn't
bing,
even
bing.
want the fucking watch. I didn't
Right.
even
I
really
do the
want the
same
fucking
shit,
watch.
Archie. We
We
all
all
do the
do
same
that.
stuff.
We sure do.
And I'm thinking
Yeah.
to myself, this is how they sell new cars. Because people have got good cars, but then they screw themselves to get a newer car,
And they get bored.
right? And in all honesty, it doesn't necessarily make you happy.
It's 100% true.
Okay.
The Lincoln that I have right now, I have owned that car longer than any vehicle I have owned maybe in my lifetime, and I've only owned it for 3 years and 1 month.
Well, that's Marky.
That's a record for me.
You can
though.
get at least 5 to 7 years out of that thing.
It's not 10.
You know?
I get bored and yeah, but I've just pledged this time I'm going to drive it till the wheels fall off. That's what I'm going
Because
to
the
do.
problem is, Marky, mind you, if you're living it outside, the wheels are going to fall off a lot quicker than if you had a garage. But hey, let's not go down that path.
It's just
right?
it's just fine. If the wheels fall off, I'll have an excuse to trade it.
Let me say this to you. I really think myself, with all these cars and shit like this, right? Seriously, Marky, all you need to do is this.
Mm-hmm.
Just realize what it is. It's the brain chemicals. In America, we're educated. We want to get new shit. We constantly want to buy new stuff.
Consumerism is what it's all about.
And they don't talk about hoarding, or when your father dies or relatives die and you got to spend the next fucking 6 months cleaning out shit at the house. They don't talk about that stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's not the fun stuff, you know.
It's not the Disney vacation that we thought it was.
There are two things to do. You know, when it's difficult to boost your top line, which is to say when it's difficult to bring in more money, then it becomes much easier to cut expenses so that you keep more money. They say it's not about how much you make, it's about how much you keep. And you could easily cut expenses. Yeah. I mean, Louis Vuitton, boxes. If I don't like it, I'll sell it. And then you buy an $800 thing and turn it into a $600 thing. In and out, in and out, in and out. All in the attempt to just make yourself feel a little happy. Why don't you do what the rest of the world does when we're unhappy and just drink an unhealthy amount and eat an unhealthy amount? That's what I do.
I like collecting stuff. I'm collector invest, you know?
Yes, but you're not broke as pocus. Plus, you're collecting shit that's like retains its value.
You know what the funnest thing to collect is so far that I found out? Machine guns.
I was going to say guns with a name like Uzi.
No, machine guns. Not just guns, the machine guns. Those are
well,
fun.
That's the high end. Yeah, I'm sure it's easy to sell too, you know. You know what it would be really a lot of fun to fire would be a Thompson submachine gun. Or a Browning automatic.
That's what the 1930s gangsters used to do.
I would love to play with a Tommy gun and a BAR.
You know, these are pretty dangerous shit. You know that, like you Americans, you know, in the
Really?
rest of the world, this shit has all been.
Pay attention, Archie. It's not really that dangerous.
We like this stuff. Well, you got to, you know, I'll go to the range now. I haven't been to the range in a while, but actually, I can shoot in my yard. I'm kind of so far out in the boonies that I could just plink in the backyard, but I wouldn't fire any large caliber gun because you know that would attract too much attention. But
yeah, no machine guns either.
No. No. Although my neighbors, the neighbor kids moved, but they would go out there with they had like ARs and AKs, and they would put it on semi, you know, right next door, you know, which I thought was
Isn't that scary or not?
Yeah, a little. you know, because you always hope they don't get drunk and stupid and, you know, and like just put a bullet in the wrong direction. Yeah.
You got to watch that.
You do. So no, the only thing I'll fire on the property is a 22.
Marky, I remember you used to shoot watches. Remember that?
With my 22 in my yard. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would go to
that's
Walmart.
right.
Here's how that started.
Nice.
I would like go, I went to Walmart. I bought their cheapest watch, and then I shot it. And then people started sending me watches in the mail.
That's right.
And then eventually I had to stop because, you know, once you've shot one watch, you've shot all the watches. They all do the same thing, you know, when you shoot them. So, but I still have those videos somewhere in my collection.
That's so cool, Marky.
Yeah, it was fun.
That's so cool.
Do you think you could fire? You know,
Good guys, I got a job. It was nice talking to you.
all right, Ooze.
Hey, no
Take care of
worries.
yourself.
See you.
No
So can
worries
you-
there. And we got T Dubs is joining us. Hey, T Dubs, how are you?
Oh.
T-Dub.
We lost Uzi. Hey,
Yeah.
Marky.
did.
We lost
Yeah,
Uzi.
Uzi's
Did you
a
drop
great guy.
Uzi?
We love it.
Did he drop?
You
No,
know
no,
what?
no,
dropped
no. He
off.
had to go. He said he had
It's
to
the
go. He had to go.
It's the comms, T-Dub. He cut the comms.
Oh, okay.
Uzi's
I was going
a
to
lot
say
of
to him, congratulations on his decision to keep the day dates, because I told him that a while back. I said, be happy with what you got. They're
Yeah,
They're
you were
fun. I mean,
spectacular.
they're
right.
fucking
pieces.
beautiful watches. They're not just, they're fucking gorgeous. He's got
Well,
two. I mean,
Those
one's
watches,
not enough.
that's like a lifetime achievement award, you know, the day date.
Yes,
You know.
yes, they are. They are. When you think back, the day date, you know, with the date just, well, what do the presidents wear, Marky?
It's-
You know,
it's the
day
top-
dates or date just?
It's the top of the line. I would say the gold Submariner is a little bit more me and my personality type, but like in the pyramid
Yeah.
of Rolex, in the pyramid, I feel like the day date is you know at the pinnacle of success.
Yes.
I got to tell you something. Those 30, I saw a guy in Hong Kong. Look, you're reading it the wrong way. He had a day date with factory diamonds in it. Fuck, it looked amazing. He was a thin little Asian guy. Well, actually, he looks strong. But I
Yeah.
thought, fuck, that's a really nice watch. I thought, that is fucking nice. And
In Honkers, Arch? Hong Kong?
yeah, in Honkers at the airport.
Yeah. Yeah, they
Yeah.
love the day dates there and the date just.
You know, yesterday I went across
36.
on the ferry. I went across
Yes,
on the ferry
yes.
to Central. So I was in Kowloon. Went across because I had to go to Breguet. I got a new strap for my Breguet there. And
Nice.
I got to tell you something, Marky.
Dubsy.
It was just nice to have a break from streaming for one day. I just wanted a break. You know what I mean?
Dude,
Just
you do
having
it
a
twice
break.
a day, every day. It's a lot.
Yeah, it can take a lot out of you. You know what I mean?
I do know.
And sometimes it's nice just to have a bit of a break and say, hey, you know what?
While we're talking
Whatever.
about that, though, can I mention to the guys it is not illegal at this time for you to super chat. If you'd like to send a shekel or two to the Pontiff, he'll be able to eat this week.
They're
Just,
gone a bit angry at me. They're gone angry that I'm not going to America. You know, the truth is,
just
they
saying.
like to get angry over anything they can. They just blame. They don't even care if I go. They just want to throw their weight
Well,
around.
if you don't
and
want
say,
to go,
"Oh,
you don't. If you don't want to go, don't go, Arch. It's your decision. It's a long way to go. So
Look,
you know,
T-Dubs, I
just
can't think of anything worse than 20 hours in economy.
oh mate,
Right.
that'd kill me. That would kill me.
Look, what I would love to do if I had the money, I would love to go to America for 3 weeks. Okay, I'd
Yes.
spend
Yeah.
5 to 7 days in Manhattan. I'd then go to Chicago. I'd go to Oklahoma, Marky, to go and see our friend Clive.
Super chat.
Memphis. Memphis. Would you do Memphis? Memphis.
I'd
Go to
like to
Graceland?
see Gracelands, man. I'd love to see I'm a huge. The Uzi Luxury Watch Channel,
There we go.
$10. Thank you, Uzi, for your support.
The Uzi.
I got to tell you guys, seriously.
Spending time there would be the best way to do it. Super chat.
We got another super chat. Phoenician Cedar, have fun in honkers. Thank you so much, Phoenician.
Thank you,
Cedar.
gentlemen, for your contributions. Keep them coming, but we appreciate it, and the pontiff really needs to buy a bowl of rice and a couple of fried, doodads today. Are you going to take us out on the street and do some gonzo, like food vlogging while you're there?
They got any buffets there, Arch? Any nice buffets? Any buffets?
Everything's expensive. Everything is expensive. Okay, let me say that to you. It's expensive. Look, I got to be totally, I've been a bit burnt out. Okay, I've been a bit burnt out. Things haven't gone that well, and it's really nice. Come back to doing some streams. I woke up refreshed. I wanted to do a stream. It really is good. I like chatting to Mark about watches. I like talking to Marky. And
look how good
that Explorer 2, man. I love it.
It's
that's beautiful.
It's not their most expensive watch, but it's just one of the ones that makes the best presentation. It really does look good.
It looks amazing.
Looks nice on you, Mark. Good on you, man.
Really does.
I got the right wrist for it too, because it's kind of big. It's kind of big. My wrist is only 7 1/4, but instead of being round, it's flat, which gives me more surface area for the watch.
What's this? A 40 or a 41?
It's 42.
41?
Yeah, it's 42.
Oh, it's 42.
Yeah.
I say they're bigger than the sub. Okay, they're bigger than the sub.
It is.
Okay.
It's 1 millimeter smaller than the Sea Dweller, the current, which to my eye on my wrist looks a little big, that Sea Dweller, but this looks perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
And thickness wise, what are they, 12, 13, or 11, 12, 13 thick?
It's like 12-ish.
12.
12 something.
12-ish.
Yeah, it's not.
So it sits a little.
It's not too tall.
It sits a little prouder than the sub. It sits just a little prouder on the wrist.
Yeah,
than the
but
sub.
it's spread out more, so it can handle. Well, no, the sub's around 12 too. Sub's around 12 as well. This has got the GMT movement, so it's a little thicker, but not a lot. I would say not a lot.
It's we've got a couple of people who are joining us today.
Yep.
We've got here. We've got my good friend. Look at this. We've got my good friend Watch Chat. He's joining us. That's the guy. That's the guy from Malaysia.
What's up, people? What's up?
Hey, what's up? And we got Naki joining us. What's Naki going to throw at us?
Mr. Watch Chat.
What you got to say, Naki? Are you muted? He's not
I don't know what's wrong with him. Watch Chat is in Malaysia. I'm in Hong Kong, Shenzhen area. I got my Breguet strap because I wanted to get a strap before it becomes really hard to get there. Watch Chat. My strap's not terrible, but I wanted to get one. And then
Naki, no.
No, I know. I just put him in the back.
What happened? Being an
asshole. Narc being an asshole is just.
Well, what else is new? That's what he does. That's who You got to enjoy him.
He just likes to be an asshole.
Well, I'm here to apologize.
Well, you didn't let him. You didn't give him a chance.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think there?
I went to the border. I didn't go to Malaysia, but my sister did. But I went to the border when I was in Singapore. I went up to the border and
What? I want to retract.
They have a funny arrangement.
Oh, you're toying with him now, Archie. That's so much fun. I love you for that. Toy with him. Put him in. Put him out. Mute him. You gotta
put him in. Put him out. Put him in. Pull him in. Pull him out.
Buddy, I've been headhunted by Tim. I can go to Tim if I want.
Go. Bye.
That's punishment.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. See you next time.
It's
Give Tim
funny.
our regards. Go destroy his show.
Where are you? Watch. Are you KL? Are you
He's
KL?
in Malaysia. He's in KL.
Yeah,
KL.
I'm in KL there. Yeah.
Okay.
Archie, can you get the super chat out of Ian's face?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll just move it over here.
There we go.
I got to tell you something. I'm looking at coming to KL in January. I'd love KL. KL is a amazing spot.
Please do. Please do. Do come.
So no Canada,
I
but
got my
KL.
Breguet strap yesterday. I got a replacement Breguet strap. And I was going to put it on, and I thought, you know what, this strap's still okay. I got a little bit. I just wanted to get a minty strap just to keep with it because they're not making that model. I just wanted to get the right strap for it.
Yeah. Congrats there.
It's okay. It's okay. But I got to tell you something. I saw that new Breguet, the Breguet Type 20, the solid gold one.
It's a little odd.
And the problem is the date at 4.5 is a bummer.
It's squished.
And the other thing is too, they don't do the coin edging on the side of the case anymore.
Which is kind of the whole point of a Breguet.
Well, it is what it is. You know what the bezel reminds me of the Blue Sea because it's got a ceramic first ceramic bezel Breguet's done, and I think I prefer mine. It was 298,000 Hong Kong. 298,000 Hong Kong.
Sounds like a lot. Divide by 30 for US, I think.
That's 56,000 Australian.
Wow.
And if I put that in, so that's no taxes, Mark. That's 38 US.
Yeah, but then by the time you get it home and pay import duty, unless you ship the box and wear the watch.
What's going on with yourself, Watch Chat? Have you sold anything?
Not really. Everything in my collection is for sale, but I'm not really actively trying to sell them. So if it comes, it comes.
Yeah.
So for me,
he's a businessman, Mark. Do you even have your Breguet up for sale?
He's liquidating. Why are you liquidating?
No, not really. I mean, everything is for sale if it's at the right price, So I'll set it at this price. If anyone wants it, you can take it at this price. But if not, it's fine. I can still own it and wear it, So,
is there a lively market for used watches in Malaysia? Because in certain countries there's not, and they only want new.
Well, there is, especially vintage watches. There are quite a lot of vintage collectors here. A buddy of mine two of them just set up a business trying to sell vintage watches. You should check them out. They're really nice. The pieces that they have are really, really good. Let me see if I can.
Malaysia is a tricky country. Like you are very close. Singapore has a huge secondhand watch scene there. Malaysia itself, they're a little bit behind Singapore, but they do have some huge collectors there. Huge collectors. It's big.
Yeah, it's called Next Vintage Official. That's the Instagram page. They're really cool.
Oh, he's doing it through Instagram.
Yeah. And
would he get a website as well, or just Instagram?
I think it's just Instagram for now. What they're doing, and because they're located at Johor Bahru, which is very close to Singapore, just one bridge away. And
what's the easiest way? If you're in Singapore, you want to go to KL, would you take a flight or would you take a train, or what would you normally do? What's the go?
You can take a flight. You can take the bus as well, but it's probably around 4 hours ride. If you take
the bus is 4 hours.
Close, Arch. It's not far at all. It's close. It's not far at all to go to KL from Singapore.
4 hours.
About half an hour, I guess.
Got you.
Yeah, do come by. We'll check out the watch scenes here. The watch events. I'll bring you along.
I love KL. It's got a really good vibe there, and your hotels are a lot more affordable than Singapore. Singapore's expensive.
Oh, definitely.
And Singapore's always been a bit cheeky. That used to be part of Malaysia.
Oh, long time ago. Yeah, that's right.
They got independence in 1965.
But they are doing very well, I must say. Singapore, they're doing very well.
How much is a nice?
They have a good
hotel room?
relationship, though, Arch.
Sorry.
Good, Dubs. No, he's
They have a good relationship. Singapore
They do.
and Malaysia.
Yeah, they had that. Remember that Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew, who kind of. I think the reason Singapore really succeeded is they made housing affordable. You mightn't believe this, but they actually made government housing. You could buy your own place. They call it HBD, and that's a. Did you know, T-Dubs, in Singapore, you can use your superannuation, your 401k Americans, to pay for a house purchase. Quite clever.
Okay.
It's very clever. And they have special government, because there used to be a lot of unrest. This is the history of Singapore. There was unrest because it was, people couldn't get a house. And when the government stepped in and made it possible, a lot of the rioting and strikes stopped because people wanted just to work and get a house. That's what Singaporeans are quite hardworking. I love Singapore. It's a beautiful mix. It's got many cultures, and I would love, if I was rich, I'd love to live there. Unfortunately, to buy a place, if you're not a Singaporean resident, you can't get that HBD. To buy a place is fucking millions of fucking dollars. The real estate. The only thing worse than Singapore property prices is the price of their fucking cars.
There's the car prices. The car prices.
The cars are
unbelievable.
ridiculous. My BMW in Singapore is 300,000 Sing. And that's the Sing is stronger. The Sing dollar is stronger than the Aussie. 300,000. Are you? It's beyond.
Did you go to the zoological gardens, Arch, to see the orangutan? Did you go to the zoological gardens?
I've been to the botanical gardens to see the man-eating plants. But I've got to tell you, what it's
I went to the zoo at the zoological gardens, and you feed the orangutan sits down next to you and takes you for a little walk, and they do a beautiful orangutan program there with the orphans.
Do they have one named Mark? Just out of curiosity.
I got to tell you, what's happened is Singapore has made cars a status symbol. Everybody, it's completely, I think, the wrong vibe. It's sort of, it's made cars a status symbol. And one thing I must say is KL has fucking terrible traffic, okay? I must say that to you. The traffic in KL is a bitch. It's a bitch, okay?
Been to Bangkok lately? It's the same everywhere.
Well, again, it depends on where you're living and where you are planning to go, and then during the peak hours, it can be pretty bad. But yeah, we're trying. We're getting better now. Yeah.
Goldie's got a traffic problem.
Oh, Goldie! Actually, I tell you the truth. In Goldie, going from Broadbeach to Surface is fucking Broadbeach to Southport is fucking terrible at the wrong time of day.
It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare, mate. Even to get into town on the, it's fucking.
It's had huge growth. The Goldie has had huge growth, and I don't see it getting any better. By the way, I went to the Breguet store yesterday. It was great because I ordered that strap months ago, and I don't like. I don't know about you, but if I order something, I like to pick it up. I don't like to cancel the order. You know what I mean, Marky?
No, what do you mean cancel the order?
Like I don't want it anymore. I changed my mind.
Hold on. So you order something and then immediately you don't want it anymore?
No, well, the financial reasons, I probably, do I really need a fucking new strap for that Breguet? Not really.
So why didn't you cancel the order?
Because I already put it on order for them. They ordered it in specially for me.
I see. Retail therapy. How much was the strap?
Fucking expensive.
Well, the new strap will give it a new lease of life, won't it?
Fucking expensive. I'll tell you exactly what it cost, okay?
Yeah, we want to know. But
3,410 Hong Kong, which is 400 US, 440 US.
Yeah, it's a little dear.
It's fucking expensive, but
it's factory, at least.
I asked them how much a service costs.
Ooh. 1,200.
Breguet's not cheap. You know this, don't you?
1,500 US.
I'll tell you exactly. Yeah, 1,400 US.
You need
Close,
you
mate.
need,
You're on the money there.
I bet you any amount of money, Ian knows an independent watchmaker who can do that in KL for half.
Would you take a Breguet to? That's a good question. Watch chat. Would you service a Breguet through an Indie, or would you? What would you do? What's your point?
I don't see why not if they are reliable. Yeah, I don't see why not.
Because they can't get parts. You know, they can't get parts.
You need the right guy.
Of course. Yeah, the right guy. If you have the right guy, you know, who has the connection.
Would you service yours through an Indie, or would you take it back to Breguet?
Well, I guess it also depends on what is the complication. What's the problem with it? If it's just pure servicing, I don't see why not. But if it's a repair work, then yeah, you probably want to bring it back to Breguet.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just being cost effective, you know, trying to reduce your expenses. But
yeah,
Mark,
I agree with you.
Do that shooting thing again.
Wait, what?
What's that?
I should shoot watches again?
Yeah, and do it like slow motion, you know, and
I kind of did
how
do
good
that. Yeah,
pierce through the.
Well, okay, I don't have fancy equipment, but I sort of.
You need to get a special camera, don't you, to do that? You know, that camera that can take.
No, I use my iPhone, but yes, I did slow it down and showed the thing exploding over and over at different speeds. I kind of did that, but I ran out of watches to shoot. I ran out of interest. Now, if you want to send me a Breguet or something like really crazy, we could go viral. If we shoot a perfectly good Breguet, I'm pretty sure that would go viral.
Well, that's what they do in movies where they smash a Ferrari up, or they.
For sure, but they have a big budget. This is a low budget operation over here. You know? The reason I have a 22, the reason I have a 22 is because 38 ammunition at the time was like $1 a bullet. So I got a 22. I could afford to fire it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
What's chat? What's going on in the scene? Tell me what's happening in the scene.
Nothing much. A couple of weeks ago, I went to a Bulgari Watches and Wonders presentation.
Fuck, I hate that brand. Mark, you a Bulgari man?
Well, they have that one. What's it called? The
Octotissimo.
Okay. So that one's kind of interesting, but other than that, it's kind of a fashion brand. But I do like that.
I remember in the early 2000s, they had that fucking aluminium shit. You know, just like a tin can. Remember the Bulgari aluminum?
No, I don't. But it would scratch and dent pretty easily, I would think.
Well, they have one that's pretty cool because it's a chronograph and a GMT at the same time, and it's super thin, and I find it's cool.
Yeah,
and
you just imagine when that fucker needs servicing.
Hand painted.
We got Irix Guy. This is one of Mark's favorite guys. How are you, Irix?
Irix Guy.
Great. How are y'all doing tonight or today? Or
hey, Irix Guy. I've come full circle. Okay, Irix Guy.
Okay.
So let me explain to you. I had phenomenal success in the streaming, right?
Industry.
Mm-hmm.
And Irix Guy, we have landed that plane. Let's put it this way. It's like landing a 747 with a busted rudder. We're trying to land it just on engine thrust alone because the controls aren't working.
Let me tell you this. They had to phone the runway.
Irix Guy. the business is kind of fucked as fucked. I've actually had to rethink all of my arrangements, all my travel and that. And they're upset I'm not going to America.
I am too. I was going to try to make it to America. Well, actually, I'm in America,
But
so I wouldn't have
the
to go
problem
too
is,
far.
Irix guy, do you understand? The airfare to go would be $1,800. To stay in New York, Manhattan would be 500 Aussie a night for a shit hotel. Okay? When I say shit hotel, I mean a hotel without your own toilet or bathroom.
Oh, man.
Ubers, taking a few Ubers to the airport and back would be 300 Aussie. I got to go to watch time. That would be $100 for tickets.
Do they give you free drinks at watch time, or do you have to buy them?
I don't drink that much, but I'm just telling you, right? There's some expensive costs, and Irix guy, I've come full circle. It's now not working anymore. I've actually done my budget, right? I tell you what happened, Irix guy. I actually spent a lot of money on travel this year, and I did a few things for my business that didn't work out. I got a HELOC, paid out the cards, and I am not doing anything silly anymore. You understand? I honestly, Irix guy, the other reason I got the HELOC was I'm stuck on a lease.
With the Beamer?
Yeah, I wanted to be able to pay it out at any time. If business is so shit, I can't sell it for another 2 years because there was a tax incentive after COVID to stimulate the economy. And if I sell it before the car is 5 years old, I got to pay a big chunk of that back.
Oh.
Yeah, and also the secondhand market for those sort of cars has tanked completely. Let me tell you that.
Yeah,
so I'm kind of double fucked this Irix guy. And I've had a look at going back into IT, by the way, Irix guy.
Don't do that.
Irix guy, I've been out. I actually went full-time September 2014.
I remember the day.
So it's almost exactly a year, right? It's over a year. And you know what, Irix guy? Salaries have gone up 5,000, 10,000. Cost of living has doubled. What does that mean?
Well, it's a sinking ship. I mean, if
and also, Irix guy, I'm 52. I don't know if you know this. I'm not young anymore, Irix guy.
Is it too late to get back into IT? I really think we should be calling Loudmouth Tim.
I wonder if he fixed his roof, the ceiling.
To just, yeah, right.
You know, he's such a lovely guy, Loudmouth Tim. He's such a lovely guy.
But we should call him and ask him how you can get back into IT. Like, what would you need to know? Where would you need to brush up your skills? Because I think it's gone a little beyond Windows 11 now. But he could probably catch you up.
He's a great guy, isn't he?
Yeah. And I don't think streaming is over. I think it's just going through a cycle. Just having a down week, you know. It's probably just a cycle.
At me for not going to America.
Focus on the fundamentals. The fundamentals, Archie. Watch, talk, and content.
Yes. Yes.
Just saying, you know.
Yeah.
Can't hurt.
I want to ask you, you've been a good friend of mine, Mark. How come you keep coming onto my stream? Why do you do that?
You are the razor with which I cut myself.
Yeah. I mean it honestly. Sometimes some of the audience are fucking nasty to you.
I'm a bit of a glutton for punishment. But no, to be honest, that's a good question. I'm kind of a sentimental person. And so I'm like nostalgic for things. I remember the roots of everything. And I really think back on all the OG guys who got me into YouTube in the first place, which was you and Andy Hunter and Matt Stevens and Don Haynes. And
I'd love to talk to Maddie Stevens, wouldn't you?
Simon Crane. And, you know, there was just this group of guys.
Please do not. Hey, Hey,
You know,
hey. I
that
cut
was-
out Naki for the Davis comment. You can't mention Simon Crane
yeah,
on the
it
show.
went-
What the fuck are you doing to
well,
me?
it went
Come on.
because he used to be my friend until he went nuts. You know, he would call me in the middle of the night. You know,
I liked
just
him.
talk I did too. But okay, so he's done or gotten involved in some things that are slightly unsavory, I guess. You know, for sure.
What the fuck? Why did he do that? Can I ask you why the fuck did he do that?
I don't know. I think the punters are probably wondering, you know, what we're talking about. And I mean, there's a little bit of like white supremacy stuff going on or something like that. I'm not up on everything, but if you Google it, you'll find it. Anyway. Oh, look, Combs is back as the orangutan from...
No, full screen, please.
It's Narky. It's not
Full
Combs.
screen. Get rid of super chat.
The super
Get
chat
rid
is
of
not
super
in
chat. It's Tommy.
I see.
Wait, the irony here is strong. The irony here is strong.
Is it?
RX guy here is reveling in Schadenfreude. I remember the days you used to say, RX guy, what is wrong with your channel? What is wrong with your channel? How can we improve your channel? How the tide has turned. RX guy, what advice can you give Archie?
You know, you're laughing so hard at your own...
Yes. Erwin, how you going, buddy? The irony. Archie just spent countless hours telling RX guy, what is wrong with your channel? How can we help you?
Well, you know, now we need to help ourselves.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Schadenfreude.
Schadenfreude, but you're
Mark. I've got to go now, but Mark.
Can you spell
Davis?
Schadenfreude, please? Go ahead, spell it.
Greg Davis? I've got to go.
What about him? Oh, he had to mention it again. That's what it was. He's had to mention it again.
Simon, I got to tell you, Simon, I actually love... The thing about Simon is...
He had that tattered Batman bathrobe, the bad
he had such a sense of humor, you know,
He'd
but...
sit in his kitchen. I don't know. I miss those days.
He went down a bad path that...
He did.
There's no way in the world I can even understand.
Is that a Hulk or a Starbucks? I can't tell. What is that?
No, that's an Amiga.
Narda.
Oh,
Luis
fuck.
Nadan.
Oh, so it's I'm sorry, it's toxic sludge.
No, there's two things you should never do, Marky. You don't go to a timeshare seminar and you don't buy watches on cruises. Okay?
This one has a burgundy quilted dial, so this reference is actually desirable.
Buying watches on cruises is a funny comment because I've been there. I've gone on a bunch
that's
of
a duotone, huh?
You never get your money back, Marky.
You buy them. You have to buy them on port day, which is when they put everything on sale. Port day, because most people get off the ship. So if you stay on the ship, actually I like a UN because they're kind of bold designs. I know they're resale. If you buy it used, I'm sure you're fine, but they're pretty bold designs that appeal to Russian oligarchs and Irix guy and me. I don't dislike that. I like it.
RX Guy, how is your channel going, RX Guy?
Here we go.
Oh, it's, as you would say, it's a disaster. It's I am tweaking.
You tried to do some live streaming as well.
Yeah, actually, I've got a Rodecaster Pro. It's made in Australia, and I got a live streaming studio. I've got a brown recluse problem, to be continued. I'm inoculating that with a
Archie. That's a poisonous spider that we have here in America.
Very poisonous.
They're highly poisonous, and if you get bitten by a brown recluse, you're gonna lose large chunks of flesh because it'll all basically go septic, and they'll have to amputate big size chunks of your body.
So those are all over my studio.
Oh, Jesus.
So what I'm doing, I'm putting essential oils in there, eucalyptus.
Essential oils? What the fuck? Why don't you call the Orkin man and put some toxic nuclear shit in there? You're putting peppermint oil to get rid of the poison fucking snake?
That's what I'm going to do.
This is what... Okay, Archie, this is the redneck channel that you're listening. We feed the raccoons, and we just sort of discourage the brown recluse. We kind of put mothballs, and we try and... You got a
super chat from Ken Fresno, $2. Irix, is your wrist 16 centimeters?
It's 7.5 inches.
He's a manly man. That's a big ass wrist. There you go. Look, see, that's a manly wrist. Don't insult the man.
Big ass watch, big ass bracelet.
That's 19.05 centimeters, by
That's
the way,
what
guys.
she
I just
said.
converted it.
That's what she said. Super
We
chat.
got Pavel, $2. Do a brief review of IREX's latest cooking videos. I'm actually going to do that for you, IREX guy, for the simple reason
that Pavel gave you $2.
I'd like to see your. Do you mind if I play a clip? I'm trying to promote your channel. Is that okay?
Oh, I got a great
IREX
one.
guy?
How to fry bologna.
Oh,
Fried
you've
bologna.
got
Fried bologna.
94,000 subscribers. Fuck, you're almost getting your shingle.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get that silver play button.
Nice. How many did you buy?
0. No, I'm 100% organic.
Well done.
Yep.
It's IREX guy. Have you ever thought about going back to your roots? You got to go back to your roots. This is the IREX guy adventure channel. It was. I like your logo. That yacht.
Yeah, that I designed, and that background is St. Bart.
Your cat videos. Photo. He had cat videos. These were very popular cat videos.
That's so 11 years ago.
I know. Oh, Coral Bay Coast Sunset. What's the latest videos you've done?
Well, hit the video tab up top, and then it'll go on to the latest ones, and then latest, and now
you had one on frying bologna. Was it bologna?
23 hours ago.
That in the private chat. You can click it. How to fry bologna.
Why can't I find it myself? I'm trying to make it easy for the viewer.
Why did I think of frying bologna? Why didn't I think of that?
Type in.
Sorry, what's that?
Type in bologna.
Well, I should have thought I'm going to come up with how to fry salami.
Bologna. Bologna.
Bologna.
Bologna.
Bologna. B-L-O.
Okay, here we go. Fry bologna. It's
bologna.
IREX guy.
Pronounce bologna.
Yeah.
What's with the vertical?
Yeah. All right. Chef IREX guy, let's do it. In the kitchen, I'm moving quick. Bologna sizzling, I'm a slick and thick. Non-stick skillet, got it on deck. Flipping that meat, man, what you expect? Appalachian Ocean, wave so fly.
You burnt
I'm
it.
the queen, can't deny it.
What is
you burnt the shit out of it.
That's it?
But I hate it.
You're doing shorts? You're reduced to doing shorts?
No, I've got a full 16:9 as well.
Can
Search
you
for bologna.
Take the super chat off his face, Arch.
Yeah, I got it in 4K Ultra HD.
Now, here's the thing, IREX guy. I mean, Archie he's not familiar with bologna, so let me just explain. Archie, that is a patty formed out of pig ass lips.
This right here is a garlic bologna, and you're going to need some as description and click the link there.
It's a lot of butter.
So let's go under the bologna.
with the plastic wrapper. Why are you melting the plastic wrapper?
Pulls off here.
Hell. You know, I gotta eat today. You know, you do realize this.
Melt again.
IREX guy, I gotta eat today.
Could have used butter.
You could have used
like
98%
fat. You know, as this heats up, just coat your skillet real thoroughly with it. Actually, I probably use too much margarine, but you know, you can use however much you want to use.
No,
but it's pretty much melted.
Pig
So what I'm going to do
assholes
now is get my first piece of bologna. I'm going to position it in there, and you can see it's got that notch in it.
It's OSCAR.
And my second piece, if you got a bigger skillet, you can do more, but I don't have a big skillet, man. What I do, I didn't bring it out for this video.
This is amazing.
These tongs that I'm using are super important because you don't want something to say. 1, 2, 3. See, now this, you know, you don't want to overcook it. You don't want to burn it, but you want to give it that good, and you'll see as we progress here with this cook, you want to give it that good texture and good coloration. And I mean, that's what makes, you know, when you go into these, we go in these mom and pop breakfast shops, get you a good real breakfast, and you get fried bologna. You know, people think bologna is just kind of like a creepy meat, dude. But honestly, I mean,
that's exactly
you can say what you want to about bologna. The bottom line is that fried bologna is hard to beat.
I have never been to a
that's,
restaurant
I mean,
that
this
had
is how
fried
I do it.
bologna
Yeah,
on
I
the
went
menu.
heavy on the margarine, the butter. In my case, margarine. But again, personal preference, man. I mean, this is real food. You know, if you've eaten a real breakfast, you've probably experienced fried bologna at some point in your life.
Wait,
This is how you do it. This is how I do it.
pause.
I like this garlic bologna because it adds
Pause.
that extra
Pause.
garlicky.
I'm gonna try frying orangutan one day.
Erwin. This guy's a comedic genius. He's the Borat of the Archieverse. How can we make food the most uninviting as possible? You can't even get a pan.
I mean, honestly, the margarine alone is filled with chemistry.
The pan is too small. There's no preparation.
I mean, butter has one ingredient, which is cream. The margarine.
Irish guy,
is like a
he's a
chemistry set.
genius. No, Mark, he's a genius.
I will grant you, the man has 98,000 subscribers. I can't argue with your assessment, Narc.
I've got a video of Jeffrey Epstein's island.
I've seen that many times. Irish guy, you never break character. You're like Crappy.
Yeah.
No, Crappy
I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this. I go, I want to fry fucking 3, whatever they are, right?
Irish guy, do you know what this is from the package?
That's a Slim Jim.
Yeah.
Good.
I would never eat this, like in a million years, but Satan's kitten keeps them around.
This is nothing. Have you seen these other cooking videos, Mark?
Pay you to eat that, Marky. How much money would we pay you to eat those 3 there?
Oh, what, that stuff?
Yes.
Me? Oh, I would eat that.
Yes.
No problem. Listen, I've eaten worse. Don't get. I would eat that. I would eat that on a maybe on toast with some eggs, fried eggs, some potatoes, fried up.
No,
right?
your presentation is beautiful, Irish guy. Unbelievable.
It looks like Pac-Man.
He's a master troll. He's like Uzi. See, Uzi, I look at Uzi, okay, is he a village idiot or a savant troll? I can't work it out.
Well, we were
Same
wondering the same thing about you.
Yes.
You, Mark.
No, Irish guy. Right, beautiful. Have you seen his house? It's a mansion. He's got raccoons.
We know
I'm
this.
raccoon rich.
Yeah,
I got
that is
raccoon.
Right? I look at this food like this guy's a troll. He gets the smallest pan possible. Come on. What the Greg Davis?
It is
Greg
not
Davis?
It is not particularly appetizing. I will grant you that. But you know, I would eat
Irish
that. Yes,
guy,
I would.
Someone who's so wealthy. You're such a wealthy man. Why would you eat this?
Flavor, but in
Save money.
you know, flip as that good texture
See, you burnt
to
it. It's just burnt now. It's just burnt.
gas and everything, and see how they like it. Because
Burnt
some people
meat
may
gives
like
you
it a little
cancer.
bit more crispy. Some people may like it less crispy. It's a matter of personal preference.
Irish, I got
Again,
an
expand
idea
this video.
for. Can I give you an idea for another video on that?
Oh, no
Personal
doubt.
preference.
I think
like
you,
that.
I think you should like deep fry that shit.
I first
Now,
discovered
smoke
Irish
is
guy
good.
when he had a
Instead
drink
of
for free
sauteing,
on a
like,
cruise.
just
Had a
submerge
drink.
it.
See, Irish guy says you smuggle the drinks on board, don't you, Irish guy?
Oh,
in a
yeah, I did
in a
that.
Listerine bottle, right?
Yep, and those that Gatorade drink. I
Yeah,
forget what it's called, but
Ew.
and then I reseal them with kids glue. And then
I just
go
buy.
down to the
I'm stupid. I just buy the drinks package and then just get shit.
I don't do
faced.
that. I go down and get orange juice and cranberry juice and all that, and bring it back to the room and
I
fill
can't
up a
be.
big jug.
I can't be bothered. Here's a secret, though. You might not know this one. I don't know. But if you go on the same cruise line and you get status at the casino, then drinks are free in the casino. If you just
I did not know that.
Yeah. And so you can be anywhere in the ship, but if the casino is open, you can just go to the casino bar and get your drink, and then that's where you can get your free drink.
I need to start gambling.
Yeah, a little bit.
How much do you need to lose, Marky?
I don't know. I think it's a matter of points. You didn't necessarily need to lose. You just need to be in there often enough, racking up some points. And they're all going to have a different schedule or point scale for that, but something to look into.
Let's have a look. How to clean piano black interior. That's not a bad video. This is in your Honda.
Yep. The Acura Integra.
How to start a YouTube channel with no money.
But see, that only had like 1,000 views. Where you got all these subscribers, but these are getting like I have 29,000 subscribers, but I get like 3, 4, 5, 10,000 views per
Nobody wants to watch his stuff. Do you understand?
video. Then why'd they subscribe? They must like him or they wouldn't have subscribed.
But look
They
at
like
that.
his
That's
cat
like
videos.
600
He does cat videos.
Those
No.
were 10 years ago.
Yeah, they're old.
Your cat videos are very popular then.
Those cats are geriatric by now.
Jeffrey Epstein's Island, that was 24,000 views. That's not huge
Yeah,
views.
no, but that's
Animal
better.
torture.
That's a good view count.
We got
I
Uzi
would
back again. Hey,
Mark,
Uzi,
Mark
what's going
Goldberg.
on?
Mark Goldberg.
Yes.
You're a
Uzi.
gay guy, correct?
Yes. Last time I checked. Hold on, let me look.
So,
Yep.
what if there's somebody in the chat that constantly talks about like calling somebody gay, and they're just constantly talking about cocks and ladyboys? Do you think they're homosexual themselves? And
I think some people have latent tendencies. And
yeah, dude. I got this troll account, Uzi's Mansion. I think if we found out who he really was, we want him. Can you talk to him and say it's okay to
Yeah, join the club. It's the water's fine. Come on in.
Yeah.
Get in the hot tub. We're gonna make.
That's what I'm saying, bro. All right.
Get in the hot tub. We're gonna make egg drop soup.
It's okay, Uzi's Mansion. It's okay. All right.
Alex guy, where's he
Oh
going?
my God, M3AU is in the house. M3AU is in the comments. Speaking of channels, old school channels, M3AU, you had one. And M3AU says, I subbed to Irish Guy just for his pronunciation of JJ LaCoute.
JJ LaCoute.
Yes. Irish Guy,
M3AU.
do you think we should
could you throw
concentrate a
link,
bit more
Archie?
on the...
Throw a link and see
Sorry?
if M3AU will come on. Do you know he's a
Yeah.
plastic surgeon, Archie, in Sydney? And one time I asked him about doing work on you, for the horns. And he said,
M3AU, I haven't spoken to him in years.
Yeah, so please come on.
He's a really cool guy.
I was
He'll
gonna
never
raise
come
him-
on.
No,
He will
probably
never
not.
come on.
Maybe not. But we were gonna raise, this is 10 years ago. We were gonna raise the money to have your plastic surgery done. And he told me, no, man. He said it would be like cutting the wings off a butterfly.
Yes.
He's a great guy.
Irish Guy, what's the answer then? See, I've actually been full-time on YouTube. That's how I make my main money. I don't do other consultancy like you. What the fuck do I do when my channel turns out like your channel?
You got to eat more bologna.
That's the answer.
Cut expenses.
Seriously, Irish Guy, what do I do then, man?
What kind of animals do you have in Australia? You got koalas. You got what's that thing that's a weird animal? It's native to Australia. It's
We got koalas,
kangaroo,
not a
wombats,
kangaroo. No, it's that
echidnas.
kind of fat and
wallaby, koala.
wallaby. Is that it?
No. You're talking
emu.
wombat. Wombat.
Does it kind of look like a raccoon? It's low to the ground.
No. They're huge.
You and your raccoons.
What Irish Guy, what's the advice? I'm trying to get to the point.
Well, you need to find those Australian animals and invite them on your stream, or go out to Oxley State High and see if there's some wildlife. And
You need to go into he's telling you to get out in the bush.
Sorry about that.
I remember
No,
one of your best videos was Oxley State High eating pizza.
Yeah, that was done in the jest there, Irish Guy.
What year was
Are
that?
you doing
Do you
any more
remember?
cruises? I think the problem is you were famous for your cruise videos.
Yeah, but now everything's so expensive. You can't. I mean, hell, you can barely go down the street. It's too
Oh,
expensive.
it's real easy to get. You know what? Just look on vacations and then the vacations2go.com, and there's tons of discount cruises. Every cruise line, they sell them kind of last minute. And
I need to check that one out.
Severely discounted. That's where I buy cruise from. That exact website.
I've just
Super-
subscribed to your channel.
super
Irish Guy.
discounted.
Actually, what you can do is you can actually go to all these dodgy hotels and do a shooting, review the hotels, and that will probably get you quite a number of subscribers.
He's in one right now.
Dodgy hotels. Yes.
Yeah.
Dodgy hotels. I like the way he puts that. Yes. Irish Guy, what do you do when YouTube just fucking spits you out?
Probably close-ended funds, CEFs.
Close-ended funds?
He's talking Bernie Madoff speak right now.
I don't understand him.
Research.
Guy, what do you do when it goes to shit? We've gone full circle. We thought this would last forever.
That's kind of the secret, because it's a dividend reinvestment program, DRIP, closed-ended funds, and in essence, you can create a salary that increases as more shares are acquired, assuming the price per share doesn't drop. Closed-ended funds. Research them.
You were going to go full-time at one stage, RX Guy. How far away are you from that? Well,
with YouTube, to go full-time, very far away. I mean, if I want to live on a undesirable street corner, I could go full-time YouTube. And
what was the best? How long ago was the best you ever did on YouTube?
It would have been back, I would say, when drones first became popular, back with what was called the DJI Phantom 1. And that was when everything went up, because I got on the map with the cruise video that you talked about, how to drink cheap on a cruise ship. Yeah. And then I tried to find things, and drones were it. And now they've just kind of lost their luster. Because they're not new anymore. I mean, it's like anything else, it's like, just a common gadget.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. So in your own case, what about the watches? You did a few watch videos. Did that ever work off for you? Or
yeah, they're actually, and this is my video series, Timepieces for Tomorrow. They're doing really well. And the good thing about wristwatch videos, they're greenfield. I mean, people are always going to research some of the older references. One of the best watch videos I had was my Rolex Submariner, when I bought it in Cayman Islands, and I went out in the ocean with it, and I had my 114060, and right beside it on my wrist, I had my Seamaster 300M Blue Wave dial. That video is, as you would say, winner chicken dinner, and it still is. And that was, they knew you in that authorized dealer when I bought that.
Hey man, that's so cool.
It was great.
Man, you've really done some amazing stuff. I really admire that.
Yeah, same to you. I mean, the only watch I had when I started watching your channel was Seamaster 300M Blue Wave dial, and since then I won't buy something unless I know it's met or exceeded your seal of approval.
It's I got Erwin down below next to you. He's the guy from Malaysia. He's a collector there. And
what's your favorite watch, Erwin?
He likes Breguet.
Well, Breguet is one of them that I like, yeah. But I don't have a specific preference. Like I said, everything in my collection is all for sale as long as it's with the right price. But yeah, I don't like losing money. Let's put it that way. And he's bought some really obscure watches. I must say, the HYT, that's a fucking that's an interesting watch. That's so interesting. He's really gotten out there with some interesting stuff, and it's pretty good. That I like the way he's done that. It's RX Guy. Are you going to buy any watches soon, or what's going on with you there? You happy, or what would you?
No, right now, no travel, no watch funds. I use loyalty programs and find the best breakfast and lunch deals.
Erwin, what about yourself? Are you buying any watches, or economy's flat? It's flat.
Yeah, it is. It is actually. I'm putting that on hold for a while right now.
Marky, you buying anything? Erwin's put it on hold. RX Guy's on hold.
I just bought this, and I don't know. Lord help me. I'm trying to not buy a Starbucks right now. So that
if you can get a Starbucks at retail, grab it.
Yeah, I probably can.
Grab it.
Yeah.
You'd be nuts not to grab that.
Yeah, I know, but
why don't you get rid of some of the garbage?
I do. I have so much garbage. Oh my God, I have so much crap. I mean, I could easily pay for it by selling garbage, even at half price.
Shoot them.
What's the best way to sell garbage?
eBay. It's just
eBay?
it's just a pain in the ass. Pictures, shipping,
Yeah.
questions. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but it's true.
It
And I'm still hopeful
Yeah.
for a celebration. I mean, it's definitely questionable.
forget it. Forget it.
Well-
Just get the Starbucks. Get the Starbucks and be happy.
You know, some people get them. Some people get them. Neo got one, right? It happens.
He didn't even really want it, did he?
Oh no! Well, that I couldn't tell you, but I put in for that the day after Watches and Wonders because it was just such a unique, crazy. Rolex does nothing fun. There's very little they do where you look at Rolex and you go, "That's fun." That's just out of the blue. Very, very little. But there is that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
The
it is
only
a
one I probably want is that Sprite.
The Sprite, I got the Sprite I have the Sprite and I got it for that exact same reason, which is it was something oddball that
Yeah.
Rolex did, and they do very little weird, but that was odd.
How do you find it so far?
I love it. I really like it. And you know, actually, obviously it seems weird when you look at it at first, but when you wear it, I wear it on my left, but so the crown is pointing, you know, up instead of down. And within an hour, it doesn't look weird at all. The only tough thing is to set it, you have to turn it upside down so that you can, you know, use the crown.
Right.
So even my AD turns it upside down when he wants to mess with it. But other than that,
We got a super chat here. Jefferson Exotic. Good question. What does the panel think of the Rolex Smurf? Yes. Let me tell you this. I think it's a good watch. The problem with the Smurf is the yellow gold one is so fucking amazing. Like the colors yellow and blue are they just pop together, okay? They just fucking work. They are so strong. I'd have to buy the yellow solid. If I was buying a solid gold sub, I'd have to get the yellow gold because I want the blue to go with it. End of story. It's
when I picked this up, I tried the white gold blue bezel. Is that the Smurf or is that I tried it on. Yeah, I tried it on. And it's
the Cookie Monster now because it's now got what color dial?
Black dial.
Yeah. That's
So
exactly it.
I tried it on, and it's a magnificent watch, but it's exactly like you said. You have to have very big balls before you buy a white gold watch that looks steel. You know, and the yellow gold one screams Rolex, screams gold.
But it's the yellow gold is such a good. It's just so strong. You know I mean?
Yeah, I'll tell you what. The white gold is amazing on the wrist, but I feel like you really want stealth wealth is what it is, and you have to be very comfortable with stealth wealth. I am the kind of person, if I'm going to spend $35,000 on a watch, I want it to look like a $35,000 watch, and that's probably a character flaw.
But the white gold is heavier than the stainless steel one, right?
Oh yeah, it's as heavy as the gold, as the yellow gold.
Yeah.
Is it phenomenally more heavier? Is it
a lot?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
phenomenally. And platinum's even.
Yeah, when I wear my gold sub, and then if I put that away and I put on, you know, my one of my stainless steel subs, because I have the Hulk and a black one. When they feel flimsy, they feel light and flimsy in comparison for a while because the gold is so much more.
So after a while, you probably have like wrist fatigue then.
You know, you would think so, but because the sub is very balanced, you know, and you can adjust it with the glide lock, I don't get tired of that watch. Wrist fatigue, I don't get that with the gold sub in the same way that actually I do with, say, the James Cameron, because it's not as balanced.
How big is your wrist?
It's only 7.25, so it's a little bit smaller than my man down there, Eric's guy.
So I guess it also depends on how strong your wrist is, right? Like for mine, I've got a small girly wrist.
Yeah, it does. I'm sure it does depend a little bit on, you know, on how brawny your wrist is. But I don't think you'd have any trouble carrying off a gold sub, and you'd get used to it really fast. You already have gold pieces. You know the weight of gold.
Yeah. Oh, there you go, Jefferson. I hope that answered his question.
Yeah, but the bracelet adds to it, whereas a lot of your gold pieces are on leather. You put the gold bracelet, and then you really get some weight. But it feels good. It feels really good. Right, Arch?
I got to be honest with you. You're fucking yellow. You've got the 40, haven't you, Marky?
Yeah.
That to me, perfection.
Even the 41 is, I'm sure, equally nice. I'm just used to
the problem with the 40. Look. The proportions of the case are better on the 41.
But the clasp.
But the problem is you've got that big fucking strap.
It's the clasp.
It's big enough on the 40.
Yeah.
That's big enough.
I agree.
And what the clincher for me, the 40 is slightly cheaper.
Yeah.
And you got the gold writing.
As opposed to the white writing on the 41. And I like the gold writing. I think it matches, suits the watch. But if there's a problem with the 41, it's the clasp. You're right. The lugs are slimmer on the 41, so it looks very nice. But the clasp eats up a lot of real estate on the wrist on the 41. Anyway, you can't go wrong. They're both great, right?
I owned a 16618, which is the solid gold pre-ceramic.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember that.
And I got to be honest with you. Now that I've owned a few ceramics, I would never go back to a pre-ceramic.
I sold all the aluminum, all the aluminum.
And I mean, look, that's not to say the watch is shit, because it's not. It's a beautiful watch.
Yeah, but
I like the new clasp.
Yeah.
And would I ever go to a solid gold sub again? Look, I really enjoy the two-tone bluesy. I really do love that watch. Okay.
You're halfway there.
Would I go solid gold? Look, let me tell you this. Never say never. I think the solid gold Submariner, I would prefer to get a solid gold Submariner 40 ceramic than a day date. Okay?
Yeah, me too. And that's why that's same.
And I love the presidents. Don't get me wrong. I've got nothing against them.
Do you know what the difference is? This because I wore Bruce Williams day date, so I did get a chance to wear one for a good while. It is a beautiful watch, but it's kind of laid back. It's kind of a relaxed watch, whereas the Submariner sort of is much louder.
Interesting.
It's more of a boss watch. You're a boss ass bitch in the like you're Wolf of Wall Street in the gold sub, and you're like old money in the president.
So between the president and the day date and the gold sub, Iris guy, what would you prefer?
Yeah, no, I was the gold sub guy because I'm loud and obnoxious like Wolf of Wall Street. But if you're suave, urbane, debonair, old money, then you want the president.
I'd have to go with the president because everybody's got a sub.
But a gold sub, not everybody has a gold sub.
Yeah, but I mean, could I only have
I
one?
got to tell you this, Iris guy and Marky, when I had my solid gold sub, I also had a 14060, which is a no date.
Yeah, I had that
version of the sub. And I got to tell you, when you compared the two next to each other,
it's
was
jingly
like
jangly.
Old spray paint.
Yeah.
And spray painted it gold because it honestly was exactly the same. And I loved it. I actually loved having the two. I stupidly enough, what happened to me was then I said, you know what? I've already got the gold sub. I'll sell the no date. And I got an Explorer 2 to give me some variety.
Explorer 2, Super Chat. And I must go. I must take my leave of you, but enjoy the Super Chat, gentlemen. Always a pleasure.
Hey, Marky, thank you for coming on, man. It's great to have you there. CB, $5. Why do I like more the gold sub with the black dial? I got to tell you, it is actually pretty cool watch, the black dial one. But I'm sorry, for me, if I was going to get a solid gold Submariner, it'd have to be blue. That they did the Sea Dweller in solid gold. The Sea Dweller?
Yep.
That's a fuck off watch. I think the only problem is with that watch, I think it's too big. Okay, like honestly, I love my two-tone. This here is
That's
actually
your watch.
with my collecting phase, Erwin.
Yeah.
I used to try and keep everything super minty. Now I'm careful, but I don't give a fuck anymore. You know, I wear it. I bought this shit to wear.
Yep.
If it gets damaged, I'll get it repaired, you know, but this has got a lot of scratches on it because I just fucking wear it every fucking day. It just makes me so happy just to wear the fucking thing.
That's your watch.
But the funny thing is, let me say this to you. I always loved the two-tone bluesy better than the black dial two-tone. 20 years ago, I ended up buying a two-tone sub with a black dial. And I got to tell you, I wore it for a week and I fucking fell in love with it. So I got to tell you, I dare say, CB, if I wore the fucking thing for a week, I'd probably fall in love with the black. And I loved it because the blue really stood out, whereas the black is kind of more discreet. And I really love, one of my favorite Rolexes is the two-tone Sea Dweller with the black dial. I think that's a beautiful watch because they don't do that in blue. They only do the Sea, that's the 43 mil, which I think is a good size. It's a beautiful watch to have. And I think that's a great watch to have there. Irix guy, tell me this.
Yeah.
You got rid of your Audi. You had an Audi, right?
You had Audi A4.
Yeah, they're fucking garbage. I mean, between you and me, some of those engines are fucking problematic. Audi makes beautiful cars. When they are working, they are fucking... The more expensive Audis tend to be better, but let me ask you this. You got the Honda now? You got the Honda Accord, right?
No, the Honda Integra.
That's got a 1.5 liter turbo in it, isn't it?
Yeah, 200 horsepower.
Can I give you some advice to prolong the life of your car?
Yeah, go for it.
Number one, when you start the car up, warm it up before you start driving it hard. Number two, turn that stop-start technology off. You know, when it stops at the traffic lights, it turns the car off.
Yeah,
that's
it drives
not
me
good
nuts.
for the car. Number three, after you come back from a drive, give it 30 seconds before you turn it off because it pumps the oil through and cools the car down. And finally, the final thing I got to tell you is to prolong the life of your car is to change the oil every 5,000 to 6,000 miles.
I do that. I do it about every 6,000.
6,000. 6,000's fine. Oil and filter. Change that, and the car will look after you.
Oh, it's been the best car I've owned. No electronics issues either.
No.
Good tip. Oh, Archie, I sold my Volvo.
What? Which model did you have?
XC60.
XC60.
I sold it last week, finally.
How much did you get for it? You bought it new?
I bought it new, yeah. So I sold it about 80 grand, 80-ish grand Malaysian ringgit. So that's probably around less than 30.
I see. So what are you buying instead? Tell me what you're buying instead.
Don't judge me. I went American. I went all out.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I went
what
American.
What are you buying?
Don't judge me. Tesla.
Holy fuck. So you
Don't
had a
judge
Volvo XC60. Let's have a look. I want to have a look at the XC60. Yeah, I quite like the X. How long did you have that for?
Close 6 years, I guess.
How many kilometers did you put on it?
95K.
Okay, probably good idea to get rid of it. Good idea.
Yeah.
Do you get rid of them after a certain time period or kilometers? You try and get rid of it before the 100.
I usually try to get rid of them after 5 years if possible. Yeah, because that's usually
Yeah.
the lifespan, the warranty, right? So once the warranty is up, yeah, I try to get rid of them.
Wow. Amazing stuff.
Yeah.
You got a Tesla, what model?
Tesla Y, Model Y.
Ah, the SUV.
Yeah, I prefer bigger cars, you know.
How do you find the
Once you-
quality of the Tesla?
Okay, I think I enjoy the drive. It's really smooth and it's really powerful. But I must
Yep.
say it's not a car company. It's a technology company. So in terms of car quality, when comparing with even with the Volvo, I feel that the Volvo is more solid. You don't hear much jingly sound when you drive. But with the
Yeah.
Tesla, it's kind of the suspension is kind of bumpy, you know. But overall, it's actually quite a easy drive. I would just say it's effortless when driving it. It's really powerful. Yeah. No BYD. Definitely Tesla.
Hey, I'll be back in 1 minute. Just give me 1 minute, guys.
Cool.
Yeah,
No
me
problem.
too. I got to
1 minute.
refill this beverage.
Don't leave me. Yeah, BYD is Chinese, so I get that. But I think in terms of if you want a good quality EV car, Tesla it's good because of the technology that they have. I mean, Elon Musk is doing a very good job coming up with new technology and constantly upgrading Tesla as long as you can hook it up with Wi-Fi. So yeah. I know, right? In the US, it's so much more affordable to get it in the US as compared to getting it here in Malaysia. It's so expensive. But I mean, it's still cheaper than the Volvo, I must say. So I think it's a good car to get. And I was, in fact, downsizing from a Volvo to a Tesla, if I can say that. Oh, it's the Tesla Model Y is very spacious. It's really, really very spacious. Much more. It's bigger than the Volvo that I had. So, yep. You know, you guys should actually keep on putting in the super chats for Archie, if you can. It's not illegal to do so. Any questions? What do you guys think? Do you think that Archie should continue keeping his BMW or should actually get rid of it? Do you think it's a wise move to actually continue to keep it or to get rid of it? And what do you think he should get for his next car? Amazing air show videos. That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know if it's made from the US or in China. It's possible it's made from China, I would think. Super chat. Ozzy, you need to come back. Archie, you need to come back. Rose Royce. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to read that super chat for sure.
Yeah. We need Archie to come back to read that super chat. Yeah.
Oh man.
So Iris guy, what's your watch collection like? Do tell.
Currently 114060, 114300, which is the 39 mil polar.
Right.
And then Ulysse Nordau, PAM 112,
JJ LeCaux
JJ look
40
good.
millimeter master control on stainless.
Nice, nice.
That's actually the watch they had. There was a movie called Eastern Promises, and it was in that. And then
Wow.
I got to tell you, man. Do you know I got the master compressor, solid gold
Yeah, I
master
like that.
compressor? I fucking love that watch.
It looks good. Have you seen the new ones that JLC just released? The was it 160th anniversary or whatever?
Just want to say
Yeah, I don't mind them.
hi, Mike.
Hey,
Hey,
how's it
Mike.
going? I made it back in time.
Yay.
Hey,
I told you I'd be
I
back.
got to
by
tell you
mid-dark.
something, guys. Seriously. Oh, we've got another super chat's just come in there. Uzi, the Uzi Luxury Watch channel, $10. Thank you, Uzi. Erwin, you
Yo.
got a Tesla. What stopped you getting a Volvo? Volvo's gone battery as well lately.
Yes, I just wanted to try something. One of the reasons why I decided to go with Tesla is because of the charging station. There aren't that many charging stations here in Malaysia yet, but for Tesla, they have, in fact, charging station just for Tesla. So when
In
comparing
Malaysia,
with
is
the-
Tesla a luxury car? Is that considered prestigious?
yeah, I guess you can still consider them as prestigious. Yeah.
I kind of
Like,
put
is
them.
it-
I put them on the same level as BMW and Mercedes as far as like luxury goes.
Right. I guess you can consider that,
What
but
color did you get?
white.
Very cool.
White. I like it white with the black rims and the black windows and yeah.
Oh, nice.
Wow, that's
Contrasting, yeah.
fantastic. Do you love it?
Yeah, I do enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot. It's very quiet. Oh, it's so quiet.
Do you like
inside.
not having to pay for gasoline?
Oh, definitely. I'm a cheapskate, so I try to actually charge my car for free if possible. And so far in Malaysia, you can charge it if you go to a Tesla slow charging station, and it's for free. So
Okay.
I like to go to the shopping mall and get my car charged and go to a cafe and just sit down there for an hour and do my work. Yeah. It's a no-brainer, I
It's
think.
a lifestyle. Having a Tesla
Yeah.
is a lifestyle.
Definitely.
You're
having
single
a
or
EV
married, Erwin? Are you single or married?
I'm with kids. Yeah.
You're married, yeah.
Yeah.
Or divorced?
Married.
Married, but searching. No, that's okay.
Don't get me into trouble, Archie. Don't get me into trouble.
I got to tell you, that's a fantastic. We got a super chat from Jeremy Kearney, €2.50. Comparing cars to watches, is a Tesla a Casio?
No.
I think the Tesla's like a Grand Seiko spring drive. It's the original kind of. And we got JD helping us out. Holy shit,
hello.
JD, where are you?
I'm at a area just outside of Sydney. Well, it's just south, a couple of k's out of Sydney, Redfern, and it's got this
Yes.
locomotive workshop from back in the day, and they've kept all the original machinery in there, but they've used it for commercial purposes at the same time, which I thought was kind of cool. So let's do a
Yeah,
quick little
very cool.
drive-by for you. Check this out. So it's all of the original locomotive stuff, Mike. You'd love all this.
Yeah.
Oh,
all the
yeah.
old lathes and stuff, and it's just kept as it was.
All that stuff's driven by big giant leather belts.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, that's right.
And there's actually a metal kind of it's like sewn links that join the leather bands together. It goes around every time if you watch the belt.
Yeah, like there you go. You're right, Mike. You can see it up there.
Yeah, it's unique about those belts. But they're all driven by real big electric motors. And yeah, they got some major power running through those. And
We've
the
got a super
reduction.
chat from Pavel, $2. This is a Mike the Snake super chat. Thank you, Pavel.
Very cool. Thank you.
But they've kept everything else, and they're using it for like cafes and stuff. So they got the big industrial presses and stuff, and they've kept it all, which is pretty cool, I think.
Wow.
So
Pretty cool.
is the other part kind of a museum that you're able to walk through?
You can't walk through it, which is a bit of a bummer. So I can't get past this partition. But still,
yeah, it's cool to
it's
see.
all
You
the
know,
original old newspapers that they found and all old stuff, I guess, from back in the day. I don't know what that is. Okay, that's words to live by. All the old signs,
Wow.
tools,
You got a drone,
like
you can fly it over
big,
there.
big tools. God,
Wow, look at that.
look at that. It's pretty epic. Pretty cool.
This is in Redfern. Redfern, that's
Yeah,
expensive
Everly.
area now.
Well, I hadn't been here for a really long time. It's definitely gentrified from what it once was, but I think it was sort of a little bit sketchy at one point, but not so much now.
Oh, it's an expensive suburb. Redfern's
Yeah.
not cheap.
So look at all that. Isn't that great? They kept it all of this stuff. It's very cool.
Wow.
There's those belts, Mike. The leather belts around the motors.
Yep. Big
Oh,
giant
Sure
leather
they're leather.
belts.
They look like fabric.
Vegan
Yeah, it's
leather.
like rubber sort of belts.
Yeah.
Holy
Go through
shit.
here. But it's pretty cool. Like you got just like a grocery store with all of the industrial stuff kept
What's the
in
place called? What's it called? What's it called?
there. Locomotive Workshop.
Fuck.
I think. Yeah. So it's a.
What are you
full
watch are you wearing
IGA.
today? Speaking of watches, what are you wearing today?
I thought it was a bit sketchy, so I've got the high beat Grand Seiko on there.
Beautiful.
The
It's
Superman.
the Tesla of watches.
Yes. Look, it's been called worse, so I'll take that as a compliment.
I
But this
don't
is all
mind the
cool.
Grand Seiko. They're not. That's not. I actually support your Grand Seiko fascination. You know.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. But that's pretty cool. And it's a shame I can't get into this bit because there's more stuff in here, but the door won't open.
Yeah, no, that's okay, mate.
Yeah,
It is what
that's
it
all right.
is.
Did you bring a hammer?
Yeah, we'll have a quick look down here, then I'll take off. A good show
You-
today. I haven't been listening, but I'm sure it's been
Yeah, it was
epic.
a good show.
Good. Excellent.
Because I took yesterday off. I was just
Oh, look at those
exhausted. And
lathes.
then
Yeah, this is all Mike. As soon as I see a lathe, I think of Mike.
Oh my God! Look at the size of that lathe.
Yeah. Wouldn't want to get your tie caught in there while you were using it.
No,
It'd be nasty.
That's where you're happy to wear a hairnet if you're long hair.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But again, repurposing of a building like this, I think it's fantastic to do it more.
it's a lot nicer than knocking the bastard down, don't you think?
Yeah, definitely. And this is sort of like a cafe that's sort of, I guess, designed like an old train, which is kind of cool, but it's a bit trendy, wendy, so we're not going to line up for that. It's a lot of people.
I think that's been a popular thing forever, is to take an old train car and make a corner little cafe out of it. I've seen a lot of movies like that, and we have one here in my town, or the town next door, that's
fancy in here.
two
Look at this.
train
Jesus.
cars, two
Look at
train
that.
cars end to end, and it's
It
a
looks
very nice
expensive.
restaurant.
So that, do you think?
Yeah. Someone's
So
spending
that's a sort of wedding
100,000 on a
reception?
wedding, aren't they?
Looks that way, doesn't it?
Fucking
Jesus.
hell.
You'd never know it was in here. In an old
No,
warehouse.
beautiful.
There you go.
Fairly
All right,
large event.
boys. I'll hop off.
Thank you.
I'll hop back on if something else pops up.
No
Have a good
worries,
rest of your
man.
show.
Thank you
Take
so
care.
much then.
Good to chat to you all. See you
Oh.
later.
Love all the equipment. Thanks for showing us.
Super chat.
What a great show there. We got a super chat from Jeremy Kearney. Arch, is your chrono heavy collection missing a grand? Well, I got a Grand Seiko. My son has a Grand Seiko.
Oh,
So
wow. Which one?
if he still lives at home with me, do I consider it part of my collection?
Oh, you have to. Here's Dad. You
I
get
gave
pull,
it to him.
You get to
I
pull
gave it
that.
to him.
You get to pull that one until
Yeah,
he's
your
out of the
dad
house. You're the boss.
What is given can
Yeah.
always be taken back.
Exactly. You know, I love, actually, I do love Grand Seiko. Grand Seiko is a very cool
Which one do you
watch.
have?
I'd love to get one of their high beats.
He's got a spring drive. He's got a
No,
spring
not
drive.
spring, but not spring drive. They make mechanical
No,
high.
no.
beat
I was just saying to
movement.
Erwin, my son's got a spring drive. He's got a
Oh,
spring
okay.
drive.
I
But I know the high beats, they got some great watches there. And Irex guy, tell me this: what would you do to revitalize your YouTube channel?
Well, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do more appliance repair videos. Some of my best videos have been how to repair a dishwasher.
Nice.
That's because it's so fucking hard to get anyone to repair or look at shit like that.
And you know what's hard too? To get somebody to send a super thanks after they watch it and tell me how much money they saved, how much money I saved them.
Dude,
I'm like,
I had lightning strike my house. Okay, it blew out the capacitor on my air conditioner. Okay,
ooh,
so during a
ouch.
heat wave, it was dry lightning. No AC, right? I call the repair guy, and in the meantime, I go online and ask why do most ACs conk out, and it turns out it's the capacitor. Okay, so I
Yeah.
go on Amazon, I find it for $19.95, right? So I call
Yeah.
the repair guy over, and he says that'll be $430, and I'm like, dude, you were here for 5 minutes. What's different about this capacitor and the one on Amazon for $19? He looked me straight in the eye and he said, the difference is I got this one in my hand right now and it's 115 degrees outside. So what do you want to do?
So what did you do?
I paid $320 for a fucking $19 capacitor, man. I needed that fucking AC back on. Jesus, it was during one of the longest heat waves in California history, and
But Amazon
yeah.
delivers next day.
I know. I mean, if I was willing to suffer, but I'd already called the guy out. He had the thing in hand. He was right there. I just was like, "Fuck it, go for it, man. Just do it."
What was his call out anyhow?
He was just a mobile electronic
Yeah,
repair.
well, how
kind of thing.
much how much did he charge for his call out?
It's a $75 minimum for the call out, and then whatever his labor and parts charges were. And so, yeah, I got totally just bent over on that one. But I learned, and it's happened since. My capacitors died since then. This was a few years back, and I went and fixed it myself for $19.
Where I got screwed, Mike the Snake. I had locks rekeyed. Locksmith came
Yes.
out, cost $175. It took him 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm like, how'd you do that so quickly? And these specific locks had the little thing where you could do it yourself. And I didn't realize it. I'm like, oh, well.
Yep. Some of those watches have those little tricks.
That made me feel so, but the guy was nice and he deserved the money, but I felt bad about it.
Yeah.
Pavel, $2. What broken appliances do you currently have, Irex?
I've got a broken dishwasher that I've had for about a year and a half, and it was a week out of warranty. It's a GE, which I say means good enough. This one wasn't good enough, so I've got another one coming. I got a deep discount, and it's going to be installed for free.
Wow. Because it was a week out of warranty and you called them in and talked them up?
Oh, I told them off, man. I called the authorized dealer. I called GE direct. None of them gave a rat's rip. I told them who I was, and they didn't care.
I found a well-written
What did you say? Did you say
letter.
you're a YouTuber?
I told him, I said, I will share an honest review of your appliance, and I will, and I have, and I've gotten a lot of views, and
that's what you threaten them with. Yeah, I've written some letters ending in the stories I tell in the future about how well I was taken care of by your customer service will far outweigh the number of people I tell a negative story to if you don't take care of this problem right the fuck now. And they hate to hear that, but it's the truth. one positive thing and you tell everybody these guys got great customer service. One negative thing, you tell everybody you know, stay away from GE. Their customer service sucks, and they've hurt their business threefold instead of caving in a little bit and helping you out, or letting things go a week past instead of hardlining you. You know, they a week past warranty. You know, they just say, "Oh, it's okay." And they fix it anyways. You know, that's what I call a good customer service. When they hardline you, then they, you know, week past warranty, and then they charge you up the butt. Yeah, I'd write a letter too, or call like you did. Get some results for sure.
That made
Guys, I got to tell you, man, that is just the way life is. It's nothing said it was fair.
It's a fight. Life is a fight.
Life is a
Got
fight.
to hustle to survive.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing here. I'm just, hopefully, guys, getting back into the swing of things. I'm going to wrap this up very soon there. But before I do that, I want to say, guys, it's a pleasure having you on, Erwin. It's great having you. Mike the Snake, it's always a pleasure having you on.
Thank you, Arch.
Irix guy, it's great having you on. I really wanted to chat to you about the business, and it's a change. Nothing ever lasts forever, Irix guy.
Well, one thing's for sure. Hopefully, I'll be on tomorrow night, and I'll have my raccoons with me because I'm going to take my camera out there. Get the raccoons on the live stream.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. Guys, I want to thank everybody who came on tonight. Mark Goldberg, he's a great guy. He's always been a huge supporter. Let's go through some of these super chats. We had Big Tony, Andreas, Will Money, Rich Mitch, Mr. Zoso, Rich Mitch, Gilden, the Uzi Luxury Watch Channel, Phoenician Cedar, Ken Fresno, Pavel, Jefferson Exotic, CB, the Uzi Watch Channel, Jeremy Kearney, Pavel, Jeremy Kearney, and Pavel again. Guys, I want to thank you guys for coming today. RX guy, can you stay back? I want to have a quick chat to you, if that's okay.
Yeah, I can hang loose.
Guys, that's the show for today.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Archie.
It's a pleasure having you guys on. I really do appreciate it. And guys, we will be back tomorrow. Chatting watches. Erwin, what are you going to buy to go with the Tesla? Have you got any watches that go with that car? Do you match? What do you match with that? Well, you've got that liquid filled thing. That's the HYT.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it, what to match. I'll probably tell you the next time I see you then.
Okay, guys, that's the show. Let me run the outro. You hang on, Irix guy. I want to chat to you.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, just hang on. We're still live. It won't end. Why won't it end? End.
Hold on. While you in that, I'm going to refill this. I'll be right back.